see where this goes. Turn this down a little bit here. Put this up. All right, cool. Is this on? Okay. Let's see. Shit. All right, cool. There we go. All right. Daily. What do we see on the daily? So daily ended up reacting off of this. Ended up having a nice wick with a push up. Ended up tapping into this inverse right here as well. So we do got this inverse right here that tapped into too. So FVG, inverse, tap, reaction. This is Friday's candle. The market wasn't even open, so there we go. I'm gonna assume that, look at that. So we tapped and we had a V-shaped recovery out of it. We reacted off of this 4-hour gap. Now we're reacting off of bullish structure. So we have external liquidity sitting below here, 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 here. So we have all these swing points, especially on the H4. So on the H1, I can break it down a little, yeah. We have London high. So I want to mark out these areas. So boom, boom, boom. Got all these swing points of liquidity, and we still have this. What is this? 7. This is 7. This is the 7 a.m. candle from when Trump said something about the war, I think. So we have all these swings high to target. What do I want to look for? I want to see if price, because we're on a deep downtrend. We had this V-shaped recovery out of this daily area. The daily area came down to here. Well, this is an order block, so it came down to this order block, reacted off of where we got a V-shaped recovery off of where we had a very rally gap. So I'm going to start anticipating that we're going to start going for these highs. We do have news soon, and Trump speaks at 1. Okay. So I want to see maybe a sweep London lows. And then get a nice recovery off of it. And this is Asia session lows down here. So maybe if we could start going towards these highs. I mean, this is London high. If we could start going towards these highs, that's what I'm going to anticipate for buys today. I think we can get some nice buys. Sorry. Look, do we get some nice buys out of this? So we'll go from there. Where's Claude? There he is. All right. Come here, Claude. Okay. Okay. NASDAQ, same thing. Had this inverse tapped into it. Again, all of these look the same. All these charts look the same. There's V-shaped recoveries out of all of them. It's really just gonna depend on what news wants to do. Market's about to open in just a little bit. So yeah, this inverse I got tapped into this fair value gap. So look how beautiful that is. So again, I'm just gonna anticipate that highs are gonna start getting taken. So in the 4 hour, what do we have? We have a reaction off of a full fair value gap. So that's beautiful. That's good to see. So I'm gonna anticipate buys today. I'm gonna have a bullish bias, right? Just start taking out these highs, especially because we have so much. This just looks like it just wants to take out the highs. We made a higher low, so now we had this. So if we could come down, create a 15-minute gap. Within that 15-minute gap, after a sweep of liquidity, if we could tap into it, get an inverse, that's what I'm looking in. So that's what I'm gonna be looking for. Yeah, so it sounds good. Stream sounds good. Cool. Where's last week's high at? Last week's high we already took. I see. Yesterday's see, so we already took all these highs. So now we're kind of just playing within the gutter, in a sense. This is Wednesday's high. So I mean, if you look on the daily, it really isn't much. It's this high right here. Again, we're starting to take highs, so I'm gonna anticipate if we can get like a 15-minute something out of the 30-minute. I mean, out of the first 15 minutes. Because look at this. This happened on Sunday. Came down, reacted off of this is Sunday. Immediately bounced out. So if we're looking at it like this, like, what was this? Where did that happen at? On the 1 minute, boom, you have your inverse right here, and it just, it flew up damn near 100 points. It flew up 100 points from that. So just gotta take advantage of what we can get. So what I'm gonna wait for is for a gap to form on the bullish side after the 30-minute open. Um, we do have some swing points that we can look for. Like we have Asia session low, we got London session low. So you could put these two here at the swing points to look for liquidity to get grabbed, external liquidity to get grabbed, and then make an internal for value gaps. Then start targeting external liquidity, which would be this swing high, and then we'll just mark out these two swing highs here. So that's what I'm looking at today. So let's do that, and then yeah, I'll be back. Let's see if we are gonna do what we're gonna do. Yes, I didn't even mark out yes. So what did Dow just do? So Dow, I believe, just came down below these London lows. This was the swing London low, was it? Where's London low at? This would be London low. Yeah, we just came down below London low. Here's what I want to see, right? If we can make this into a gap. Again, we're bullish. I'm bullish for sure. If we can make a 5-minute, 15-minute gap, right? This would be a breaker. We'll get a gap. I'd be comfortable enough with taking it off of Motivation King. What's up? How's it going, bro? Trying something new, dog. I had to try something new. I had to at least stream, bro, because I've been slacking on the recordings. And it's just kind of hard to keep up. I rather just stream it, have it on the channel already, and then just post other shit. So I'm looking for buys today, bro. So we'll see. Probably gonna end up taking all this shit, but how's life treating you though, man? I mean, so we are within this 1 hour gap on NASDAQ. So we want to see what happens. Set that up already. Ooh, hello. It's a nice wick. Damn. What the fuck? Yo, ES and NQ just fucking flipped. Probably coming down. We're coming down to these London lows for sure. I'm not taking this. I just want to test it. See if it would like actually hit. Shit. Nah, it's too big of a stop even if I wanted to get in. Alright, let's just say we got in off of this. Tap. Let's just target these lows. It's probably coming down to these London lows. Shit. Even then we wouldn't have even got tapped in for unless we got in off of this like breaker. Yeah, this is gonna come down lower. Oh my god. That's why we gotta be patient and wait for these candle closers. Once we get those candle closers, then it makes sense for us to take something. But bro, my god, YM and NQ and fucking ES just took a shit. We did tap into this 15-minute gap. Again, we're still playing within this 1 hour gap. So as long as we don't close below it on the 1 hour, I don't really see it. We're gonna probably, if we close below it on the 1 hour, we're probably for sure gonna come down lower. Start grabbing these lows and then we'll start flipping. But I'm gonna keep my eyes on YM just because we swept out London. We swept out London. Now internally, I just want to see a gap get formed that we can just go out of. Especially because we have these lows that got swept. So yeah, it's gonna have to be a patient day. Wait for it until I see something I like. I'm not gonna force. Oh, good morning, coffee. All right. Damn, but you going to chop? need a niche, bro. Need a niche. I got 3 concurrent viewers. Oh shit, yo, what's goody? Leave a like. Leave a like, yo. What are you talking about, bro? What are we talking about, Brody? Let's put on some tunes. Let me see how loud this is loud. Alright, cool. If look, YM just made an inverse right here after sweeping. He just reacted, yeah. Kuma 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 kuma. Yep. Yeah, Trump is speaking today. No, we got ISM at 1. I mean at 10, and then we got 1 p.m. he speaks. So we'll see how that goes, bro. Motivation King, what do you trade? What pairs do you trade? You trade futures, you trade forex? Options? Shit. Forgot about options. If that's what you trade. I'm trying to see that penny line. I wonder how it feels inside. I wonder how it feels inside. I ain't got no hoes with me. My girl on me like a rosary. Okay. Fire, bro. Fire. Let me see. Where this shit's at. Cool. It's good, bro. Let's see. I think one big thing I struggle with is just patience sometimes. Because I had a big ass losing day on Wednesday. Bro. I didn't get to record it, but I just took the week off because I was like, you know what, let me just reset. Because I was kind of like, I was itching towards that payout, and I started getting in that mental of like, damn, I'm getting there, and then I just fucking took a shit. Like you can see my drawdown. It's kind of spiraled. Okay, so this is looking like it's recovering real nice. So it swept out. We inverse this. We're coming. It's just That's why you gotta wait. We gotta wait for candle closures because we're clearly bullish right now. We're reacting to bullish structure. If you go to the daily, we reacted off of this inverse. We reacted off of this gap. We made a 4-hour gap. We reacted off of the gap. We're rejecting down, making that wick on the 4-hour. This swept out this low. So we're gonna start targeting these highs. Yeah, bro. So the 15 just closed. This is when we gotta be patient because, again, this is when I want to see a gap get formed, like on the 5, on the 15. Once we get that gap, that first presented gap formed, and then we can push back into it, and then we get like a inverse fair value gap out of it. That's when that's my butter. But if I'm not seeing anything get formed, like even this would have been clean to maybe take something, but it's just not a doesn't align with my plan. A lot of people probably got baked here though. They saw this tab into this fucking gap on the 1 minute. They saw this breaker. Probably tried to get it off the breaker and got this shit baked. Probably got their shit cooked. So today's gonna be one of those days where I'm gonna wait till afternoons to trade. I'll be right back. Beat the boot, beat the boot. Did ES sweep out the highs? Nope. Cool. We just took out this high on NQ. Damn, bro. That was such a clean ass move. But it was still before my time, so I can't really say anything. But shit, that shit just flew up. Came down, swept out this low. Boom. I mean, if we're going to take buys, right? It's just there's news. But if we're going to take buys, this is not going to be the area to get in now unless I get that 5-minute gap. Need that gap. Black like Wakanda. Let me remind you. Walking designer. Racks in my binder. Try to get stuck with me like I'm stuck in your teeth. No flaw, my go ring ring. I pull up in a GT. Rapid first, CC. All because she pretty. She petty, she don't listen. She doubled down off the Hennessy. She slutting me, she slutting me. You all I'd ever wanted in my. You all I'd ever wanted in my. I would do the same if I didn't have cash and I didn't have time for her. Who said we had to be second-hand lovers? This a Lamborghini, baby, are you with me? This is just a heavy consolidation, bro. We just gotta wait. I took her to the Gucci store and walked out with some Tiffany. I said all these love songs, girl, you give me love charms, see it in your undertone, yeah. You know I've been itching on a mission. I need you to give, I need you to. You here like I time. All right, so let's see if NQ wants to come back down to this gap right here and give me a 1-minute inverse before news. I'll probably end up taking that shit. You all I'd ever wanted in my You will never find her. That's too big of a stop, bro. Even if I wanted to take this shit, it's too big of a stop. I can't do that. All right. Let's see what you got, NQ. You did just... Everything looks bullish, so I don't even want to think about anything else. basement. Nice, bro. Took some buys. I'm just being a little bit more patient today because of the news, bro. No real shit though, bro. I appreciate you being in the stream, bro. My guy. I'm still trying to figure out this trading shit, bro. This shit is like fire, bro. Yeah, I'm looking for buys too, bro. But I just need to just being extra patient today, just because of how my last week went. Are you trading your own capital, or does when you trade on CFD, do they have like props and shit? Let me log in here. Fire. Fire, bro. Goat funded trader? I used to have. Yeah, I feel you. That's fine. That's valid. That's valid. Okay. Nice, bro. I used to trade. Wait, Goat funded trader, right? If that's what you're. Goat funded trader? I used to trade on Goat funded trader when I was trading Forex. Yeah. Dude, they used to have this deal. It was like buy one, get one or some shit. And I had 2 accounts on there, bro. I took those accounts up so high, and then just one day I just fucking. This was like a year and a half, 2 years ago. Bro, it's just really getting like that mindset of like fucking. Yeah, they have futures too. Yep. They do, yep. What platform are you using? I saw that both of these are climbing. Alright, so let's see. Alright, news is about to come out. Honestly, if the next 5-minute candle creates this gap, I mean, the buys are there. I could have been taking the buys because it already gave me everything I needed to see, but I'm just being careful today. We're for sure going to come up to these highs, but I would preferably want this gap to get touched real quick. Yeah, look at that. Trade locker, valid. All right, now we're coming down a little bit. Nice wick. Yeah, but everything's bullish. I'd rather just miss my trade today, to be honest, if I don't get what I want. Nice, there we go. That's clean. It's a great trade, bro. ES just fucking ripped. Straight to those highs, bro. Bro, when you know where the liquidity is resting, boy, that shit is filthy. Good shit. What did the news come out as? Come on. So it came out negative for the dollar. Look at how this hourly candle closed on YM. How the hourly candle closed on. Yeah, dude, that's clean. I'm not even thinking about sales. I got the walk it, baby, drink by the bar. 2-2 Mercedes. So we did have this breaker here. You been down from this shit, don't then lift your fist up. Shit too crazy, I don't wanna lift my wrist up. So, might just sip on. I got the walk-in, baby, drink by the bar. I know you're going crazy. 2 Mercedes. Pleasure, pleasure, pleasure. All right, so let's look. Now we're tapping into this 5-minute gap. I got to walk in, baby, drink by the bar. I know you're going crazy. 2 Mercedes. I don't have the 30-second to look at. I mean, that's not really anything important on the 30-second, I guess, but if we, depending on how this closes, we'll probably start coming down lower to grab lower liquidity again, because this just looks like it's just going to keep bouncing back and forth. This shit, I don't fuck with the law. Don't fuck with the baby, I'm lit. So let's see it. News candle high and low. Don't tell me you love it. I'm still at the top. I'm barking and shit. We still have this 7 a.m. candle. Oh, YM ended up sweeping it. And YM didn't. So I need to pay attention to that. This is 8:30 candle news high that I just got taken. I guess you could be my little baby. Wow, this dump is insane. Not on the forehead. I gotta remember this got filled on YM. I need to start miking out YM instead of fucking. I'm like crazy. I think I lost my. Damn, my stomach hurts like a bitch. It's always in the morning, too. I mean, yeah, this would make sense for us to fucking. We just swept out this fucking. It's gonna have to be patient and wait. The one when I get an inverse, I'm in, though. Most definitely. Could I speed run a shit? Maybe. I'll be back.
Order filled.
All right. Let's see. All right, I like this closure. No, you. I'm gonna start trailing this once it gets to that. If it gets there. 986 is where I'm gonna move my shit to. Like it's not. I've been watching you, and I can't take no more. I'ma give you what your body's been waiting for. Come on, girl, I know you wanna see you naked. Oh, come on. I can't take it no more. Little Benny's hit the floor. Put your hands on the door right now. I can't take it no more. Guilty if I love you was a crime. That pussy all in my face, I wanna grab it. Want these highs to get breached. Then make up, then fade out, then hang up. And Q, what are we on? And Q already swept out these highs. We don't. Then Q and ES we don't even want to look at. I want to trail this, so I'm not anticipating this full move to fully happen. I'm gonna trail it though. I'm not gonna fully close. I'm just gonna be trailing my stops. Move that shit all the way up here to 204 if that's the case. So you just hit 1-to-1. Start trailing in a little bit. Okay, I walked in gun on safety. When she see me, she saying, save me. I don't want your friend, girl. I wanted you. Diamonds on my head, diamonds on my shoe. That 5-minute candle, that 15-minute candle looks pretty wicked. So I need this to start pushing. Diamonds on my head, diamonds on my shoes. Every night in school, baby, what they do? This would be an ideal situation too, shit. Make this gap here. Make this gap right here on the 5. Tap into it. Give me another inverse and I just take that bitch even higher. Okay, I love this song, but not right now. I woulda the bat with a Burberry on. I put the bitch in the back with the Burberry on. I put the bitch in the back with the Burberry on. I put that bitch in the back with the Burberry on. And to this day, that bitch not in all my songs. This recovery was just nice. Like, there might not have been a gap or anything, but it was just the confidence in the sense of like, all right, we came down. Like, now look at this. Now we're ripping up, which is perfect. 101's coming. Right here's coming up soon. I'm probably just gonna end up closing because I know myself. It's just greedy if I don't do that. You swipe like a credit card scammer. Let's just take our profits at the top of this right here. I don't want to be greedy. Oh, there is volume. I want this high to get taken first. I'll just take the shit here. Bitch in the back with the Burberry on. And to this day, that little bitch know all my songs. I'm just gonna take this, bro, so I can have my date done. So I'm not fucking greedy. There we go. Come on, push. 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 Empuja. Come on.
Order filled.
There we go. Nice dub today. That brings back some confidence, bro, because I got my shit baked. So, that was a great trade. Thank God. All right, so we caught a good trade today. Reason why I did take it, I was bullish, very bullish. We ended up sweeping out this swing low right here. Closing very strongly. The new 10 a.m. candle opened up, making this candle here. Faking a lot of people out, thinking like, all right, we swept out those highs. We're probably going to come down lower. No. Higher time frame bias is bullish. What do we see? For me personally, I was going to wait for a gap. But it just didn't make sense for me to wait for a gap. We were having breaker blocks. Literally having breaker blocks. So why would we want to even... We have breaker blocks on the 30, on the 15, everything. So once I saw that first 1 minute inverse, which was right here on the retest of the breaker, came right up to that swing high. So that's the day for today. There's the profit right there. Beautiful day today. Can't complain. So now we got to journal this trade and go on with our day. Beautiful trade. Let me actually screenshot this so I can see. There we go. All right. That's it. Beautiful trading day today. And Q and ES, they fell off of that high, which was clean. Like if anybody was looking for a setup like that real quick. But look at that wick. Everything's bullish. We're paying attention to bullish structure. What's price reacting off of? Those little moves come in quick. So a couple candles, 100 points on YM, 30, 40 points on NQ. That's all we really need. So clean trade today. 1 to 1.5. Yeah. Now we move on. Let's do it. Motivation King, I appreciate you, bro.